Henry, I'm glad you turned up. I could use some advice. What do you think of this sword? I paid Osina my last few groschen for it, and even had to paint a lewd picture above his bed. But I feel like he cheated me.
Well, honestly, I can't tell much at a glance. But why do you even need a sword? Are your customers refusing to pay?
No, I'm preparing for my final unfinished work here in the Trotsky region. A duel to the death.
And who do you want to fight?
His name is Burkhard, a thief, a bandit, and above all, a murderer. There's been a bounty on his head for quite some time.
And you've suddenly decided to become a protector of the region?
It's not the region I want to protect. It's my own sanity. I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear, Burkhard must die. He must die. Over and over again. I can't even work anymore.
Why's that?
It's because I know Burkhard. He's the old acquaintance I need to meet.
So, you're just going to trade your brush for a sword and kill a wanted murderer, yeah?
What else can I do? I can't get him out of my head. And the law clearly doesn't care. So let God judge us. I'll challenge Burkhard to a fair duel.
I don't mean to underestimate you, but there wouldn't be anything fair about that.
Hmm.
Well, if you've known this man for so long, why are you only deciding to get rid of him now?
Don't think I just woke up one day and decided to go kill him. Honestly, when I found out he was here, my first thought was to run. But on my way out of here, I was nearly hit by an arrow.
The archer and the gambler?
Mm-hmm. I realized it was a sign. I couldn't run, so I started looking for ways to get rid of Burkhard.
What kind of ways?
I'm not sure I should even tell you.
Look at me. At everything I've done for you. Don't you think you can trust me?
Henry. My friend. All right, I won't beat around the bush. You know how I said I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear. Burkhard must die. He must die. I can't sleep, eat, or work because of it. So I've tried to get that murderer out of my head using some unchristian methods. That shrine and the egg. They weren't about my artistic experiments, but my desperation.
What was the egg for? You're not hunting down a basilisk somewhere, are you?
No, definitely not. I really did use it for the paint. And also for a kind of prayer.
Holy Mary.
She wasn't the one I prayed to.
What were you doing at Veles's shrine?
When our Lord wouldn't help me, I tried praying to someone else.
You've just been leading me on this whole time.
I can't deny it. But thanks to you, I've had some good days.
Well, that's nice for you.
I'm sorry. I know I used you, and I regret it.
You'll go to hell for this. And I'll probably join you because I helped you.
You didn't know anything. God will surely understand that it's all my fault.
You know what? Let's not talk about it anymore. What kind of man is this Burkhard, anyway?
A vile one, if you can call him a man at all. He's known for beating his victims to death with a helmet, just for pleasure. He even has a special notch on it, just for that purpose.
Fine, but I still don't understand why this man weighs so heavily on your mind. How do you know him?
No, I can't tell you that.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, Henry. I know I'm not giving you many answers, but believe me, I'm telling you everything I can.
You've been lying to me all this time, dodging my questions, blaspheming, and you dragged me into it. But I don't want you ending up in hell. We have to figure out another way to deal with Burkhardt.
I don't see any other way. I've waited 35 years to see someone take down that bastard. And in the meantime, he's lived his whole life in freedom. Do you know how many lives he took from others?
Isn't there another way to solve this?
And how? Wait for a miracle? Or for him to drop dead?
What if I somehow persuaded him to leave? Would that help?
No, I'm not afraid he'll do anything to me, but I can't bear the thought that the bastard is still alive.
Oh, come on, let it go. How about we head down to the kitchen instead? Magneta will pour you some wine, and you'll feel better in no time.
Don't you think I haven't tried? I know you mean well, but this screaming in my head can't be silenced with wine.
I'll take care of him myself. After all, it wouldn't be the first time I've nudged justice along.
I can't ask that of you. I've already involved you more than is healthy for your immortal soul.
Don't worry. If I end up in hell, it certainly won't be because of your Burkhardt.
Henry, do you mean it?
If I challenge him to a duel, it'll still be fair, won't it?
I suppose so.
Who put the bounty on him?
If I remember correctly, it was the bailiff of Troskowitz, and that means something. I've heard Thrush isn't one to part with his money easily, but without proper proof, he won't give you the bounty.
A fella like that won't be alone, will he? Does he have a gang?
I'd bet my boots he does. At least half a dozen men. But since we're on the subject, I'd like to ask you for something. Burkhardt likes to recruit young lads with no sense of purpose in life. He promises them money, wenches, and respect. And they repay him with blind loyalty. Sometimes even with their lives. Feel free to rough them up a bit or kick their asses, but don't kill them. I know very well they're not evil, just lost souls. And I feel sorry for people like that.
How do you know so much about them?
Let's just say I've met a few of them before.
All right. I'll try not to hurt them. Unless it's absolutely necessary. If you were preparing to face him, you must know where to find him, right?
Not exactly, unfortunately. They say he's hiding somewhere in Apollonia, and that was enough for me. I plan to find him by ear. A gang like that can be heard miles away.
How will I know it's Burkhardt?
I'd say his sins will be written all over his face, but I'm not naive. He'll definitely have his helmet with a notch on the brim.
So, now I know everything. And don't worry, it'll all turn out fine.
Are you sure I shouldn't handle this myself? Or at least go with you?
It'll be simpler this way. Trust me.
All right then. And thank you, friend.
Excuse me. You whistling?
Why the long face?
Oh, just got this nasty premonition.
Burkhardt and his gang should be skulking around here somewhere.
Bez zbraně se utkal s šelmou Burkhardt, Burkhardt, stačilo se ohnat helmou Burkhardt, Burkhardt. S kým s šelmou Burkhardt, Burkhardt, stačilo se ohnat helmou Burkhardt, Burkhardt.
You! Get out!
So, you're the famous Burkhardt.
The one and only. And you're supposed to be... who, exactly?
I'm Henry of Scallis.
And what brings you here, Henry of Skalitz?
I came because of my friend. And also for the bounty on your head.
Straight to the point, I like that. How about joining me instead? There's always room for someone with your kind of balls.
Join you? Never. It was bastards like you who slew my parents.
What a pity. So, what are we going to do about my head? I'm sorry to say it's stuck pretty firmly on my shoulders.
Let's gut him. No more fucking around.
I'm offering you a one-on-one duel. Don't you want to show off in front of your ass lickers? Or are you afraid?
What did you say, you bastard? Burkhard Blutig doesn't need to hide behind anyone.
Draw your weapon then. And don't try any tricks with that helmet.
Oh, looks like you know quite a bit about me. What a shame to lose you.
You shouldn't have done that, fucker!
I'm coming to help.
Hey! Blood!
You should have done that, fucker.
Death!
Oh! Hey!
Fuck!
He's dead. Run before we get killed too.
Christ, this must be the helmet the painter was talking about. I should take it as proof.
It's empty.
Go! Careful!
How did the bounty for Burkhardt come about?
Still can't remember? Bailiff Thrush will apparently pay anyone who brings proof that the murder has been dealt with.
I'd say you can sleep peacefully again. Burkhardt is dead. I killed him.
Finally. After all these years. But
But what?
I don't know. I suppose I thought I'd feel a lot more relieved. All those years of suffering, and what's at the end of it? Still the same emptiness. But don't let that trouble you. Tell me, What you did with Burkhard's gang.
I only killed Burkhard. I left the others alone. But whether any of them will change their ways, I can't say. Maybe I just made someone else's life harder in the future.
That's possible, I won't lie to you. But even so, I'm proud of you. By the way, what about Burkhard's helmet? Do you have it with you?
Sure. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking it could use a splash of color. And not just it. I could paint that cursed helmet on your shield. What do you say?
Do whatever you think best. I'm just glad you didn't get yourself killed.
Just make sure you don't regret it later. But I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I hope you know that. And before you go, I'll paint that helmet nicely for you. You'll be amazed.
So what are you going to do now?
My work here in the Trotsky region is finally done. But I'll stay a little while longer. I'd like to get to know the place better. And with a bit of luck, I won't end up tied to a tree this time. But I'll head home soon. To Kutenberg. You know what? Stop by and see me there sometime. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
What if I want my shield painted again? Where can I find you?
Like I said, I'll be staying here for a little while. But if we meet in Kutenberg, I'd be happy to paint something for you there too.
Do I really have to drag myself all the way to Kuttenberg again? Can't we just talk here?
We'd just be wasting time here. I've got something to show you. And unfortunately, that can't be done here.
All right then. I'll meet you in Kuttenberg.
I can't wait, my friend.
So, what now?
Here? Nothing. We can talk. I can paint your shield. But if you're after something more interesting, then head to Kutenberg. We'll meet there.
What's your real name? Voiter doesn't seem to suit you. And that Voitekus? I can never remember it.
See? And both are true. One in Czech and the other in Latin. But I've had many names in my life. Some completely ordinary. Others so grand they'd leave you breathless. But just call me Voiter. And don't trouble yourself with the rest. Oh, would it change anything between us if I told you I'm now Wizard Zito or John Barleycorn?
Where did you get that skull of yours?
What kind of question is that? Where did you get yours?
What? Well, obviously, it's mine. I've had it since I was born.
See? And it's the same with me. Maybe I didn't have it in the cradle, but it's always been here, waiting for me. Somewhere.
What really happened between you and those two who tied you to that tree?
You just have to keep reminding me of that, don't you?
Don't laugh. I mean it. You say they cheated you at dice, and they say you foretold their deaths with that skull of yours. I'd rather believe you, but I'm not entirely sure.
Neither am I. Of anything, anyone, or ever. But we know each other well enough, don't we? Have I ever foretold anything for you? Or cursed you?
No.
Then stop asking me about those two, or I'll do it.
How did you really find out about Velis's shrine? Even the locals have almost forgotten it.
You'd be surprised at all the things I know, and all the things you could know, if you stopped now and then to think.
What really happened between you and Burkhard? You said you knew him. How?
Henry, please, don't ask me about him. I'll gladly talk with you about anything else, but I want to put him out of my head for good. Out of both of them.
Well, thanks a lot for your answer.
Are you angry with me? I swear I haven't lied to you.
Only because you didn't tell me anything worthwhile. You're quick to change your tune, aren't you?
It's just everything is more complicated than it seems. But you're right. You deserve an answer. Except, between these walls, it's hard for me to open up. I need to be on solid ground, at home, to speak more freely. My work here in the Trotsky region is finally done, but I'll stay a little while longer. I'd like to get to know the place better, and with a bit of luck, I won't end up tied to a tree this time. But I'll head home soon, to Kutenberg. You know what?
Do I really?
We just...
All right, then.
I can't...
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be?
Well, I don't actually have one with me right now. I meant more like someday in the future.
Very well. If you bring me a shield, I'll be happy to transform it into a work of art.
I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colors of the individual parts. And to finish it, I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Berghoff has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always start again.